The first IPO is tomorrow on the 10th, and if you are a beginner, here's some important stuff to look at that nobody really tells you. I was once a beginner and I was making mistakes left and right when I first started my first IPO, so here's what I'm going to tell you so you don't make the same mistakes I did. One important thing I see nobody talk about is when this thing comes out, in the first 30 minutes, it will get halted or stalled. What does this mean? When there's so many buy orders, so many sell orders on the way up or down, the price will literally stop moving at all, and no buy or sell orders will process, and that's when it gets halted or stalled. A lot of new IPO investors literally go crazy out of this. They think their internet went out, they refresh their tabs, they ask for help, saying, "Why the heck is this thing not moving? Is it just on my end? What happened?" Stuff like that. But this is completely normal, and it usually comes after as a tiny spike up or spike down for what would have happened in that time while it was stalled, halted, or just stopped. Second is holding your bag too long. A lot of new investors will not know anything about this and just look at Circle or Figma and see, like, hey, we can hold this in like 300, 200%. But honestly, my take, do not get greedy at all. If you can get out of this pre-IPO 50, 100%, even anything above 0%, that's a win in my book. Same thing with limit orders. People think they can get in, and because of bullish, because of Figma, because of Circle, I think they can hold a little bit longer than they can. Personally, Klarna should be a little bit of a shorter window for a limit order, specifically for these people are trying to get out earlier to get into the other 2 days of IPOs. So if you are doing a limit order, stick to your strategy. Have your first point exactly where you want to sell out. For example, mine on Klarna is a little shorter, 5%, and once it goes above that, if it shows any weakness and starts dropping, I'm gonna get out because I think there's gonna be increased selling pressure. Then of course next target's 10 and 15, and then once if I see any weakness, I'm gonna get out of there. And of course, people, if you're a beginner, you can be over skeptical. This is not free money, especially if you're doing a limit order. There's a real possibility of this thing can open down. It might happen, and if it does, you're doing a limit order, do not worry about it. The worst thing that could happen if it goes down, you gotta sell right away. It'll be down maybe 5%, and you can just try on that other IPO. The big thing is, if you're first time doing a limit order, just have it be your first time, and then try a smaller amount first. And lastly is to stick to your strategy. If you're going to do a limit order, don't entirely not do it if you're scared. Do a small limit order. My biggest mistake was on Figma, I was uneducated. I saw it went up 3 times the price before the IPO even came out, so I put less in and I would have made more. On Bullish, we got a lot more shares than I thought we would have. I got scared out of that and I put less shares than I probably should have been.